Welcome ladies and gentlemen, this is Zero from TechDragon.info, and as promised I'm taking a look at the MT-25. And in my previous video I already stated that this one replaces the t-50-2, and I want to thank ASUSTeK, hope I pronounced that right, for explaining why. The t-50-2 was, historically speaking, a infantry support tank that would only go about 14 kilometers an hour, not the mythical 300,000 kilometers an hour it did in World of Tanks. So that's why they're replacing it with the MT-25, which actually existed and was a scout tank that could do 72 kilometers an hour. So thank you for that little piece of history, I guess, and for putting me in my place with my information. So without further ado, let's take a look at this tank. 570 hit points, which is not too bad, I would say. If we take a look at the MT-7, which is a medium tank, granted it's one tier lower, but only has 440. The TD tier 6 has 580. So I think 570 for a light tank, which is only 10 less than its TD same tier counterpart, is not too bad. Yeah, it's not great, but definitely not too bad. And 600 horsepower for only 25 tons. Let's see if we can see power to weight ratio. 23.1. Oh, that's not bad at all. That will give this tank a pretty decent acceleration. It's not going to be as good as the t-50-2, but it's not going to be too shabby either. Now, normally I would say put a fire extinguisher here, but yeah, I don't really use, or well, I don't think you really need a fire extinguisher, let's put it like that. If you're getting hit and you're on fire, 9 times out of 10 you're dead anyways. So why even bother? I'll put a first aid. You could put a remove speed governor on. It would give you a nice extra boost here. That's what, 15% extra engine power? But it does damage your engine, so yeah, I don't know. Now, before we take any further look into this tank, I would like to remind you that, let me go through my lineup here real quick. Oh wait, no, we can do this. This is my experience with light tanks. Not entirely true. This is just my fun tank. I love my Type 62. I've had the French tanks up to the... wow, I don't even remember. It's been a while. The 1375, yep. So I do have some experience with the light tanks. I never had the ELC, that one didn't exist back then. So I do have some experience with them, but by no means am I a light tank player, other than my Type 62. So I might play this tank completely wrong. This is just my playstyle, and everybody's playstyle is different, so don't be hating. But anyways, for equipment I put on vents just for that little bit of extra boost to everything. Binoculars, binocular telescope, and a camo net. I'm gonna try to start off as a passive scout and see how that goes. So let's jump into a battle. Now, this is a game I prepared earlier. I actually did 2 live records right after this one, but I had to cut them out. They were just horrible. Just plain horrible. So they really didn't demonstrate the capability of this tank at all. I just had the worst games, the worst luck in the world. So that's one problem with scouts though. You have to get lucky. If you just find that wrong person at the wrong moment, then you are completely... Ooh, sliding there. You are completely screwed. So there's a lot of skill involved in playing scouts well. I'll be the first to admit it after attempting this a little bit. But there's also a huge amount of luck involved. Sure, you can be in the right place at the right time, but if anybody else on the enemy team had these, the same idea or went to the same place, you're screwed. You can't take hits, so, So, as you saw there, I went to one flank, I exposed about half their team actually, and I figured, well, I've let my team know what is out there. I can stick around, but I'll probably get shot in the face if I do, so let's use that speed and go look at the other flank, see if we can light up anything over here. I don't seem to be doing too bad over here, so I go a bit wide just so I don't get detected here through the middle here. And I don't want to get shot at, so stay low, stay fast, keep moving. So I was at E25 up there, and I want to see if I can sneak in some shots. No, let's pull him back. Nope. Now what I want to know is how the hell did he detect me at 380 meters and I don't see him? That doesn't make sense. A heavy tank can spot a light tank but not the other way around? I call bullcrap. I call absolute bullcrap on that one. The only reason he lit up is because he shot me, but he never lit up before that. Yeah, that's just stupid. But I did lit up in the end. No. Oh well, one of tanks, camouflage mechanics for you. And yes, I do know how they work, but that was just bullcrap. A heavy tank like that should never light up a light tank before a light tank lights up him. That's just bullcrap. But anyways, we're moving right along here. So I did what I could there, but I got spotted, so just had to get out of there. And here, just taking a look. Can I take a shot at him? Nope. What do we have over on that flank? Well, I am getting green. It's just nope. 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 And he's gone. Okay, never mind. But I pulled all the way back behind hard cover, so the other side here, my right hand side, couldn't see me. So, moving right along, and my team is kind of devastating them, but, that's what they do. So at this point I'm looking, okay, there's no artillery left, so I don't have to look for artillery. I think all of these people are lit up and actively fighting. I definitely don't want to cap. There is no point in this point in time to cap. We've only lost, what, 3 people? Yeah. You don't cap if you've only lost 3 people. So we're shooting the move here, and I shoot again, I miss, and I notice he's not turning. So I just try to track him. There we go. I track him. Put one to his ass. Into his ass. Track him again, but he dies. Somebody tries to take a pop shot at me there, I think. They miss completely. So, we go around. But you gotta keep in mind the gun depression on this thing is horrifically bad. And we bounce a shot there, and yeah, I think he may not be back out. Definitely do not stay around this tank, especially if you've already been hit once. Do not stick around. You will not live to regret it. So yeah, this was a complete devastation, but I think it does show the capabilities of this tank better than my other 2 games I played. So we're only gonna get one replay. As you can see here, you can do damage from the back, but yeah, actually kill him. And I do believe that was the beep that was shooting at me earlier. Woohoo! So here I'm trying to go for a track shot. I don't think I did. I think somebody else tracked him. But yeah, I'm bouncing all my shots after the first 2 went in. So even now, it's so poorly. And that was the game. Well, let's take a look at the after game stats. So, as you can see here, we had a Mastery Badge First Class. We had a Sharpshooter, Master Gunner, And the Scout Medal. Not too shabby. I lit up quite a bit of people. Got support damage on a whole bunch of them, either by tracking or by spotting. Second highest experience. And I actually fired quite a bit of shots. Most of them hit still, so accuracy isn't too bad. Only 1100 spotting damage, but I guess they were quite important spotting damage because I did get 800 or over 800 experience. Not a lot of money, but it doesn't lose money. That's a good thing, and that's with resupplying my gasoline, which is what, 5k? So overall, I would say that this is not a bad tank. It doesn't lose money on every run, which is a good thing. And yeah, I think it's a pretty good replacement for the t-50-2. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.